we have been talking about the shift from weight to health and the weight oriented. So thinking about not just the number on the scale, but what you look like versus what it is to take care of your holistic well-being. Okay. So that's the umbrella topic. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is because what I've noticed, not just in my clients, also in myself, that when we are prioritizing our weight and we're putting our body at the top of the priority list, we have an expectation that it's going to be hard and that it's going to take work and effort and energy and discipline and willpower and diligence and all of this stuff. And so we get really like hype and motivated and like gonna just like white knuckle our way through it. Okay. And then, we do that for a little bit of time until we can't anymore. And that approach is never sustainable. But then when we shift over into thinking about health, and now we're thinking about, it's not this like go hard or go home, balls to the wall attitude, but we're thinking about like, this is the body we're going to live in for the rest of our entire life. So it's a very different shift in the mindset. But what I've paid attention to is that when we make that shift, the expectation then changes too. That now, because it's not wake up at 5 a.m. and run on the treadmill for an hour before work or whatever it is to burn all the calories, and when it's not that, we expect that now it's going to be easy. Now it's going to be easy because now we're taking care of our health and we're not prioritizing our weight. And so it's going to be easy and it's going to feel good and it's going to be nice and gentle and soft and easy all the time. And in a lot of ways, that is true because you're not doing that like balls to the wall, go hard or go home mentality. And that part makes it easier. So you're not completely disconnected from yourself. Your feelings actually do matter. And it is a lot easier in those ways on you. This is another place where we swing that pendulum mentally because the expectation is, well, now that I'm not trying to lose weight, I'll just listen to my body and I'll just like show up and work out when I want to, and I'll eat the foods that I feel like it. And this is what health is. And sometimes that's true. You know what health also is? Doing a lot of shit you don't feel like doing. Constantly. Very often. That is health. And it has a lot in common with weight. It has a lot in common with the weight loss approach that felt really hard. It has a lot in common with that because you know why? When we're doing it for our health, we're not getting all that dopamine hit of all the weight is flying off and everyone's complimenting you and your pants are getting looser and all that immediate gratification. We're not getting that. What we're doing is like putting $1 into a savings, like a retirement account every day. And the reason for that is because you want to live a long life where you feel good. You don't have to go to doctors and get surgeries and take pills. Like that's the motivation. And so I'm saying this because it's a huge obstacle if you think taking care of your health for the rest of your life is going to be easy and that it's not going to take any time or effort or energy and that you can just do what you feel like doing all the time. That's not health. That is not how you be a healthy human. I'm saying this because if you notice that that's what it is for you, that that's what happens, that there's an expectation that, oh, well, now it's health, so it's easy. Just question that and look at that and pay attention to that. Because who do you know that's in really good health that just kind of does what they feel like it? I don't know any of those people. I certainly am not that person. There are some people who are effortlessly thin, but that's not effortlessly healthy. So we need to do a really good job of like drawing that line between health and weight. How is it the same? How is it different? Because in a lot of ways it's the same. In a lot of ways it's different. But we need to get really clear about that before we can pursue it and actually let it be a healthy lifestyle. And I'm just going to say this. Like, I remember at the end of my weight loss realizing, like, so for me, it was super extreme, like balls to the wall weight loss. And so I think about like during college when I would wake up at the crack of fucking dawn to go to the gym before class. And I remember being like, this is because I'm losing weight. And like, this is what I had to do to lose weight. And then, the years went by and I was still doing that same thing, waking up early, going to the gym, being fit, being active, being proactive about my health. But I remember realizing like, wow, isn't that so interesting that what all started out as a weight loss attempt obviously worked in terms of weight loss, but became my lifestyle. Literally. It has to. It has to. And it's hard sometimes. It's not hard all the time. And like I said, there's so much to say on this, but it's like that idea that if you're pushing yourself to a place of discomfort and you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, you're pushing yourself to do things that you don't want to do, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're fighting yourself or that you're coming from a place of fear and self-loathing. That's a conversation. That's about what's going on inside your head. That's not about what you're doing. It's about why you're doing it. That's a conversation about love or fear. But just because you're doing an uncomfortable thing that you don't feel like doing, girl, get used to that, because that is health. That is how you take care of your health. It's getting really comfortable saying, when part of you is on the treadmill and you're like, I really don't want to do this, just having part of you that's like, I know. It's okay. We're doing it. That's health. That's you being on the same